Welcome back. Well, this is Corporate Trader and you're watching CNBC-TV18. Well, let's focus on HEG now. The margins that did come in came in at its lowest levels we've seen all the way since March 2021 quarter. They also announced the demerger of the graphite business into a separate entity. To help us out with what went on in the past quarter and the rationale for this demerger, we have Mr. Puneet Anand, the Chief Strategy Officer, who's joining in now to tell us about the strategy with regard to this demerger. And then later on, we'll be joined by Mr. Manish Gulati, who will help us out with the operational performance. Hi, Puneet. Good morning, and thanks a lot for joining in. Well, the markets are wondering about this demerger. 95% of your revenues come in from the graphite electrodes business. So why this demerger? So give us a few details. How do you see this HEG GreenTech business ramping up? What is the current revenues? And say in the next 3 years, where do you see these revenues going? And as of now, is it EBITDA positive, this entity that you're looking to carve out, HEG GreenTech?
Hi, good morning, Nigel. So the objective of this entire restructuring is to actually unlock the shareholder value. Since today, graphite business is EBITDA positive and the remaining demerged business which we are doing is also EBITDA positive. It comprises of TACC Limited, which is our anode company coming on the commercial production next year. Plus, we hold 49% in Bhilwara Energy Limited, in which we are doing the merger. The objective is to, because both of these companies today have different growth trajectories, different kind of investors, we want to actually unlock the value for the minority shareholders and make it more as a value as a whole in the two pies.
Okay, Puneet, we got that. We have gone through the presentation. We got the entire working. And clearly, the promoter entity is expecting better times for this entity. That's a GreenTech entity, because their holding is going up to 70%. You need to keep an eye out on that as well. But what's the outlook from here on? If you can give me some numbers, Puneet. In the next few years, obviously, you've got that lithium ion play as well that will be there in that entity. That's the HEG GreenTech. So what could revenues look like in that entity?
So I'll explain you. In this HEG GreenTech, it comprises of TACC Limited, plus our hydro assets, plus our energy storage solutions. Our hydro asset gives 150 crores of profits every year. It's a cash profit. We are expecting in our energy solution business, the EBITDA margins and the turnover will be substantially growing in next few years. Last year, we have had a turnover of 20 crores. We are expecting approximately 500 crores of turnover in our energy storage solution system business. In TACC, the production will start from the next year, FY26, and we believe there will be an addition to the EBITDA of 150 crores from the starting. And when the capacity utilization will go till 75%, the EBITDA will be approximately 350 crores from that. So you can expect there could be 1,000 crores of EBITDA coming from this GreenTech company in next 2-3 years.
Got it. That's the number that we're looking for then. So you're giving us a guidance in the next 2 to 3 years. HEG GreenTech can have a potential EBITDA of around 1,000 crores. We'll hold you to that number. Let's go across to Manish then, since he's joining in. Manish, what's happening? The margin is not improving at all. So give us a couple of details. Do you believe that the graphite prices, now electrode prices, have bottomed out? And what does it mean in terms of margins? We're down to the lowest levels we've seen since March 2021.
Yeah. Hi, Nigel. As you have seen, the margins continue to be under pressure. And I have said in the last interview also that it's still inching down. And the needle coke prices are also coming down with a lag. So that is why the margin is under pressure and it's likely to remain so for next 2 more quarters, it seems. But there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel. You see, all our peer group, industry analysts, big companies, big analysts like BCGs and SMSs are all talking about a number that it's going to grow up the graphite electrode demand is going to grow up by 200,000 tons by 2030. And we have expanded, we are ready with our 20,000 tons. So we don't see a problem. So there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel. As you have seen, the steel production has been down for last 2 years. Even if we,
Manish,
Yeah.
let's leave the bigger story out because we have heard that 2 lakh tons of additional demand by 2030. And we have heard about this green push as well, the shift from BF to EAF, which will be good for you. Let's get some numbers only about HEG and give me a few numbers. One is, what should the volume growth be? Because you have 20,000 tons that's come on board. So what is the volume that you did in the past year, that's FY24? And on that base, what kind of a growth can you look at? And what is the margin guidance as well? It's still in single digit. When do you see it scale up, say to around 15-20%? Just two numbers.
Okay, understood. So for the last, since we declared the expansion in November 23, it's only the last quarter of Jan to March that we got this capacity. So on that capacity, our total utilization was in excess of 80. I mean, between 80 and 85. Going forward for 24-25, we expect to be around 75% of the new capacity of 100,000 tons. So that's the guidance on that. And I mean, we'll try hard. The market continues to be bad. We expect 2 more quarters of these low margins. And we expect that, I mean, after 2 quarters, it should start improving upwards because people have made their corrections. There's no inventory in the system. So at the moment the steel production picks up, it'll be very fast. About the margins, you have already seen, I mean, it's still, I believe in the next 2 quarters, you'll see similar margin. And then I expect it to improve.
So improve to what level? And going by that 75% utilization level of 1 lakh tons, so that will be around 75,000 tons for the coming year, right?
Yeah, we aspire to do that.
What you did in the past year? Around what was the average?
That was between 80 and 85. Exactly, somewhere in between of the, we just
whole capacity.
Of the whole capacity.
So so last year you did roughly around 68,000 tons, and this year you're saying you'll do around 75,000 tons. Is that a fair estimate?
Fair estimate.
And these numbers improve, this margin improvement in the second half of the year, should it improve to mid-teens? Do you think that's a fair estimate?
I can go wrong by maximum 1 quarter. So if it is not the second half, maybe towards the last quarter, Jan to March.
What will it be, but in the last quarter? It goes back to 15, 20%, 20, 25%. What is it?
It'll only take a while. I mean, it can happen in the Q4 or the Q1 of next year. We're just standing at the edge of that. The prices, I don't think they've bottomed out. You will still see our prices going down next quarter also, but that is only because of a lag of that. So, but I think I don't think there's any room left for further price reduction.
Okay, got it. Final question, Manish and Puneet, then what is the total cash in the books right now? And in this demerged entity, how does the balance sheet look at both of them? Because as of now, you're a net cash company, even post that expansion. So what is the consolidated number and how does it get split up? How do both the balance sheets look?
So, Nigel,
Okay.
Please. So, Nigel, we are sitting with 1,000 crore of cash, of which roughly 700 crores will be utilized for this TACC business, which will be deployed in next 6 to 8 months. Remaining cash in way of investments will be with HEG graphite business. It will be going into demerger entity.
Okay, so 1,000 crores total, 700 crores goes into this GreenTech business and 300 crores will be with HEG. Got that correct?
Yes. Yeah, approximately. Correct.
Okay, well, gentlemen, thanks a lot for joining in and speaking to us.